Namaste, Adab, Sat Sri Akal, and a very good evening to all of you. Welcome back to Conversation with Superhumans. There's a lot of craze and information about diet, exercise, lifestyle these days. But the question is, have you ever thought whether your diet, exercise, or lifestyle is genetically suitable for you? Are you aware whether it is beneficial for you or it is causing you a lot of harm internally? If your answer is no, then today's conversation is really going to be beneficial for you because this is exactly what we are going to discuss today. And in today's conversation, I have a very special guest with me who had a very successful and lucrative career in the corporate, but of course, which took a toll on his health. And you will know from him how did epigenetic lifestyle modification helped him in the process and helped him to take the charge of his health and his life in his hands. So, ladies and gentlemen, please help me welcome Mr. Dhiraj Kumar. Hi, Dhiraj. How are you doing? Glad to have you here.
Hi, Anuradha. I'm good. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here. How about
Same
you?
here. I'm great. I'm great. So, Dhiraj, I would like you to start by first telling a little bit about yourself and your corporate journey so far.
Okay. So, Anuradha, I done my engineering from REC Jaipur. Now it's called NIT Jaipur. And almost 2 decades back, I had done completion of my engineering, and then I started my career in the IT and telecom sector. And I worked with a lot of leading companies in India and companies, MNC companies. And it was really a great fun I had in these last 20 years.
Right.
Because I was a lucky one to get a chance to have a job, which was, that time it was a dream job, right? I used to fly every alternate day almost, meet the CXO level of various companies.
Wow.
To discuss about the telecom solutions and IT solutions that can be designed for their company. So it was a great association I started having, in my early 20s. And also the kind of job I used to have travel a lot, and I used to see a lot of other cities by virtue of that. So it was a great fun, in that 20 years.
Right. Amazing. Amazing. It's glad to know that you had your dream job flying all around, knowing and meeting so many people. But I'm sure
Yeah.
that you would agree, such kind of a lifestyle do have a toll on our health. And because it calls for a lot of sleepless nights, untimely meals, and stress, and so on, right? So,
True, true.
yeah, because of this kind of a hectic schedule and sedentary lifestyle, were you facing any kind of health issues at that point of time?
Well, initially we don't feel that because in the 20s, when your energy level is different level, your thought level is in a different stage, and everything goes very great. Right, you are ready to sleep less. Also, it's okay because the body can withhold that.
Right.
But as you rightly said, because of the traveling nature which I had, I had to wake up early morning. Right, I have to visit the other city, and then I have to have back-to-back meetings, and then come back maybe late evening, late night, back to the original city, or maybe after a day I used to come back. Right, so due to this, the long sitting hours, right, somehow I was playing around with my body, which I was not aware of. And slowly, after almost 12 to 14 years, I realized that I got severe back pain. Right.
Right.
So again, that time I was ignoring it because back pain is something which happens, right? I mean, because of muscle stress and all.
We take it for
But
granted.
I took it lightly. Yeah, I took it lightly, and at a certain time, when I got checked, I saw that there's a slip disc already happened to my L4, L5, and S1 when I done my MRI and other things, right? So it was late, and I was also suffering from, because of the long sitting posture. I had sciatica pain on my left side from hip till toe. So almost for 7 to 8 years, I was living with this pain. I made friendship with this pain basically.
Right.
Because I treated many places, things didn't work upon. So I thought I need to carry this pain for a long time, and that's the way it happened, right?
Right.
So yes, the dream job, whatever I had, had resulted into the physical injuries as well.
True, 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 true. So, when you were having these issues, how did you initially try to manage them?
Well, as I said, I used to, I considered almost every, segment of health segment, right? I've been to the allopathic medicines, been to the, doctors, uh, Ayurvedic doctors, Homeopathic doctors, even Baba, Hakim, everywhere I've been there, right? Because I wanted to, get, stand on myself, right? Because it happened a couple of years back that the pain has gone to that level that I was on a bed rest for almost a month, right? My daughter was that time just 1.5 years old, and I was not able to take her in my lap. So that was the stage. I thought that this is enough. The doctors used to recommend me that to go for surgery, which I avoided. Even some of the hospitals said that I need to put steroid injections on my spine, and that to be done in a frequent manner, right? Whenever the pain comes, you have to put that. But somehow I doesn't want to get into those things. And then I took charge of my own body. Touch wood, today I'm fine. I'm under no medication, right? I do whatever is required for my body. I do that, and I'm fine, right? I travel, I drive long hours also, and everything is good right now.
Awesome, awesome. So, when you did this gene metabolic test, were there any such things that came up in your report which you did not expect, or which was an eye opener for you? And what made you actually choose epigenetic lifestyle modification?
Well, I can say in one line, Anuradha, is that this EPLIMO, which is epigenetic lifestyle modification, is like Alladdin Ka Chiraj. Trust me, I mean it.
Right.
Why? Because even the doctors who are not aware what is happening inside my body.
Right.
I was not aware about what is happening inside my body.
You were just
but when I had done,
just hitting around the bush, not able to figure out what was the actual root cause to it.
Exactly. So this information, when was decoded by genetic information and metabolic assessment, the report was so accurate. I can't tell you that, right? It gave me all the information which I was suffering through, right? Awesome. Just to give you certain examples, right? Because of my sedentary lifestyle, my triglyceride was always on a higher side, right? 250, 300, something like that.
Right.
And somebody told me to consume flaxseed, which is good to cut down the cholesterol level. So I was consuming this for almost more than 2 years, right? Without knowing that whether it will work or not, because they had shown some experiment and I started consuming that. Right. When I did my EPLIMO, it clearly said that my PUFA level in my blood is on a higher side, and I should avoid flaxseed and walnut, these food items.
Right.
I avoided all these for last 2.5 months, almost 3 months rather, right? And my triglyceride, I checked my triglyceride 10 days back, it had reduced to 168.
Wow, that's a very good one.
So had I been not knowing about this, imagine the kind of injuries that I'm doing internally, slowly in my body.
Absolutely. Yes, absolutely. I would also like you, Dhiraj, to tell the viewers about your journey with the keto diet.
Okay, so right, I spoke somewhere about this as well. Since the lifestyle was so hectic that somehow at one point of time earlier, I was a very fitness freak. I used to do pace bowling and I used to play almost all the games. But due to nature of job, something was, this health was taken a backseat.
Right.
So after a certain point of time, I thought I need to come back to the fitness journey. And I remember it was January, end of 16 and early 2017. I had enrolled for a fitness program, and it is from a very big company in India, right? They have huge customer base. So one of the trainers started training me. 2 weeks I did that, the exercise, the warm-ups and all these things.
Yeah.
And third day, the trainer told me to get into keto diet. So I believed him because there were so many guys who were doing so many things. I started my keto diet. I think it was second or third day. I came back from office and I had severe pain below my abdomen, severe pain. It was so severe that I literally laid on the floor. I was rushed to the emergency of the hospital, and there the doctor treated me and said that stop whatever you're doing. I was not knowing. I was clueless what happened to me. Was it because of the exercise that I'm doing? Was it because of keto diet? Right. I didn't thought of, and for so many years I never thought of that. Right. But when I did my epigenetic lifestyle modification, it clearly says that I should never attempt keto diet in my life. It can damage my kidney. Right. Now imagine that trainer who has given me all these right recommendations, thinking that it will work good to me. Yes. They don't know what is happening inside my body. True. So this really gives a life savior, I can say, when you understand your own body, which nobody can know. Right? True. And then based on that, you take the right measures for your body. Right. You also got a lot of good results or information about the exercises that you're doing, because you were getting frequently injuries during your exercises. Yeah. And in your report, it came out actually that you had you're more susceptible to injuries, right? Yeah. This is again a very great point, and I would say that everybody should be aware about this. We are not aware. True. Yesterday, I think I was having a discussion with somebody, right? I told him, I was not knowing why I used to had so much of injuries in my so many previous days, right? True. I used to play football, I used to play basketball, and I used to have ligament tear, right? True. So I was not knowing why it was happening. But when this report came, it clearly said that I have a higher chance of ligament injuries. Yes. Right. Yes. And and the recommendation also came that if you are playing such game, right, you have to strengthen your ligament. There are some exercises that you should do it. Right. Now imagine if I would be having this information long back, right? I would have taken in a right way all these sports. True, right. Absolutely. Also, as far I remember, you had a very interesting thing coming up in terms of smoking. So coming from a corporate background where smoking, alcohol consumption is so prevalent, how do you think this report can really help them? Wow, I think this can be a life savior for many people, right? Sure. Because these things are very prevalent in our society. Especially in the urban areas and especially in the metro cities. A lot of people are getting into these things, alcohol, tobacco, smoking, all these things, which we all know that it's not good for health, but still people consume it, right? Yes. For whatever reason, right? Yes. So this report gives you the information that, certain things are really going to, damage in a long run or, can be okay, right? Yeah. So, one of the traits that has come to my report, which I was laughing when I heard about it from the doctor, right? That they asked me that, do you smoke? I said, no, I don't smoke. That if you want to smoke, you can smoke, right? Why? Because the lung genes, what I'm having, is strong, right? Yes. There are some traits which has been captured in the report. The lung cancer due to smoking, right? Or the COPD smoking, all these things are captured. Touch wood, today I'm having no such issues, right? There are a lot of things which a person can take preventive measure. If somebody is smoking, they can leave his smoke if something is going to wrong happen to his life. Because all these problems, Anuradha, doesn't come with any invitations. True. Right? These problems comes at sudden. Right. And that time we just realized, I wish I would be knowing this, I would have avoided that. Very true, very true. Now, Eplimo give you a good chance that you can avoid this sentence that I wish if I would be knowing, I would have done that. Right. Now you have you have certain thing in your hand where you don't have to say this. You have a chance to take an informed decision. This is what I would say.
Yes.
Yes.
Many times what happens, people look at their known people or friends and family, and then they say, just to give an excuse to themselves, okay, so many people drink or smoke, but they are not getting cancer or they are not getting liver damage. Their liver is not damaging. So
Yeah.
now there is a possibility that you can know whether it will damage or it won't, because it's not whether it is doing any harm to somebody else or not. It is whether it will do any harm to you or not. So you need to have that
Ex-
personalization. Yes.
exactly. Just a recent example you can see, Anuradha, Saurav Ganguly, right?
Yes.
Such a fit guy. At the age of 48, he got twice attacked, right?
Yes, absolutely.
He doesn't smoke, he doesn't take liquor. I'm sure he is much fitter than a lot of people, right? Because he
Oh,
played in the Indian team.
absolutely. And they are always under constant guidance of expertise. It's not that, they
Very
are
true.
not. But
Yeah.
still, if such kind of a thing is happening, that means that there is a missing link. You have to know something.
Yes, and I would like to add here, Radha, is that we know only a couple of parameters,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
The normal parameters are for, if I talk about heart, right?
Hmm.
SDL, LDL, triglyceride, all these things that we know. Maybe we can do ECG, we can do treadmill test and all these things. So these are the basic things that people do.
Yes.
You won't believe there are more than that. You should be aware about your heart. Right? I
Absolutely.
think there are more than almost 18 parameters, like a prolonged QT parameter is one of them, right?
Yes.
Familial cardiomyopathy is one of the example, right? Arterial fibrillation is one of them. There's so many things that person can find out what is the, the heart health and what precaution he should do or she should take for the long run.
Very true.
Because this is very dil ka mamla hai,
Yes.
right? Uh, you,
Absolutely.
yeah, very frankly speaking, this is one thing which cannot wait one, beat.
True. Very, very
This
true.
cannot miss. Your somebody hand can wait. Some pain is happening. It's okay,
Hmm.
but heart cannot wait for one beat. Also,
Very true.
in a year, we the heart beats almost 3.5 to 4 crore
Mhm.
times. Multiply with your age. So many times it has been beating up. Right?
Right.
What care we are doing for our heart, for our own health.
Absolutely.
Right?
Absolutely. And the bad part is we always normally people wait until they see some symptoms. What I say is if you're seeing a symptom, it's already late. It means the gene has already expressed. So, take an
Yeah.
action before the gene expresses itself. Why? So that you can take a full control over your body. And this is
Yeah.
where this kind of an information can really help them take that preventive measure, and they don't have to go
I
about a hit and trial method. Why, when there is a solution
yeah.
available? So Dheeraj,
So
what would be your message to people who are concerned about their health?
so Anuradha, I would say only one statement. You should be casual. Casualty may happen to you, right? So
True.
don't be casual to your health, right?
True. True.
Don't wait for the moment to come, because I have seen a lot of families, uh, you know, people, goes through a lot of stress, a lot of anxiety, a lot of agony. They go into that, right?
True.
And I always say this because it happened to me. We are priceless, right? We
Absolutely.
are unique,
Hmm.
right? We need to really take charge of our body. If we don't take charge of our own body, somebody else is sitting outside who is ready to take charge from you for your body, right? So either you take charge, ownership of your body and health, take care of yourself for a longer run,
Right.
or else just wait for that day to come where people are ready to take out money, and also all these problems will come coming, right?
Very true. Very true.
So
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 yeah.
I would say in one thing that whatever thing that you're doing, you're doing a job or you're doing a business, whatever you're doing, right? Give at least certain
Some priority to your health.
thought about your health.
Yes.
Yeah. Get Eplimo done, because Eplimo is something which can really guide in a right direction.
Very true.
These people are going in multiple directions. They are following some diet, some exercise, which they don't know whether it's working or not.
Exactly.
Eplimo can give you a direction, right?
Exactly.
Direction towards a healthy life. So
Very
I suggest that everybody should get into this Eplimo and take charge of their own health
right.
and live long, stay young, be productive, have peak performance, right? And
Right.
enjoy the life.
Absolutely. Dhiraj, thank you so much for finding this time and having this conversation. I'm sure, this will burst a lot of myths about diet, about exercise, about the lifestyle as a whole, because a lot of people are just going for the hit and trial method. But now the only
Yeah,
message that we want to send you is there is a way out where you can be very specific to your genes. And when that solution
yeah.
is available, why do you want to play up with your body and with your health? It's just one life, take the charge of it and enjoy the fullest. Thank you so much for joining us today. Have a great day.
Thank you so much. And it was really a pleasure talking to you, sharing my experiences. I hope my experience can help others also.
Yes.
And if I can add value even to a single person, I will feel that I had lived up to that, right? So thank you so much
Thank
for
you.
this talk, and I really enjoyed the entire discussion. Thank you so much.
Same here. Thank you, Dheeraj.